It went like a little faster than I thought it would. I am Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and in today's live stream, we are opening up some mail, making some announcements, answering your questions, and I don't know, kind of panic crafting a little bit. It's been hey Abigail, hey Matu, hey Ashley, and also hey Nikio. I think I'm going to be having my very beloved Randy joining me for the first portion of this live stream.
Just a few minutes.
Just a few minutes. Well, hurry, Bird, get your cute butt over here.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Hey Amy, hey Dawn, hey Sabrina, hey Kate. Hello, kindred spirits. Okay, first and foremost, giveaway time. Boop, boop, boop.
It's Tuesday.
I painted another fire-themed Dragonite. They seem to be our most popular color of Dragonites. Hey Lydia, hey Sparkies, hey Claudia, hey Annie. And this week's winner is Eleanor Keenan. Hey Lara.
Where's last week's packages?
On the couch. Sorry. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, lots of bang for the buck. Which packages?
That people sent you?
Oh, it's on top of this week's.
I thought there was more.
And right here.
Ah,
Okay, sorry. We're trying to get our life together. But congratulations, Eleanor. Thank you so much for your support over on Patreon. And if you guys are interested in, yep, there's some more mail. Interested in participating in my weekly giveaways, be sure to check me out on Patreon. Pledges start at just $1. But now that that's out of the way, this weekend, I am teaching at the Tandy Leather in Springfield, Missouri. I'm doing an introduction to armor making class. It's going to be really fun. All tools and materials are provided. If you go to the Tandy Leather website and put in Springfield, Missouri, thank you. You're weird, but I love you. And put in Springfield, Missouri. Hey, Candace. Well, I hope it's Tuesday. Oh, wow, thank you.
indeed. Tuesday.
I'm doing my Harley over into a steampunkish Mad Max. I really wanna. Oh, right on. I think you sent me a message, or there's somebody else with a very similar concept that I haven't replied to yet. I'm so bad at replying to messages and stuff. Yeah, Tandy Leather class this weekend. It is actually a 2-part class in the morning and the afternoon because we're gonna be doing tooling, everything from blank vegetable tanned leather up into a completed piece. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. And then our next event that we're going to be vending at is, let me whip this out for the dates, Tokyo in Tulsa, Oklahoma, on the 13th, 14th, and 15th of July. That'll be our next, hey Angela! Oh, it's so good to see you! But, yeah. Hey, how's it going? Oh, also, got product placement. Mugs are in. We're trying desperately to get everything shipped.
Yes,
Come
all the
here.
mugs are in.
Get over here, beautiful. No, bring a chair and everything.
Well, we gotta talk about mugs.
Right? Okay. So the mugs came in, and you can see I'm actually gonna take the first sip of coffee of the day, you guys. I've budgeted myself to 1 cup of coffee a day, so I save it on Tuesdays and Thursdays for my live streams. Ooh, that's good stuff. Okay, so that's the decal mug. And then this is the etched mug, which it did not come out the way that the sample looked whenever we were ordering them.
It's actually a lot smaller.
It
You
is
can hold it up next to the
way
decal.
lots of smaller, which we used the same size image, so I don't know why it came out smaller, and it's not as bold. So everybody who ordered the etched mugs, because the pro of this is that it's textured, so over the years it's not going to come off. So to make up for it not being what we expected, we are including a decal in with every cup order. And you can stick it where you want it. You can put it on your vehicle, you can put it on mugs, which that's much more along the lines of what I was thinking for the etching, but no. So super disappointed in that, but I love the decal mugs.
If you put it on the mug itself,
it becomes hand wash only.
Yeah.
So Hey, Armonia in Argentina. Greetings from Sweden. Ah! Hey, Nina. Thank you, honey. Okay, so first and foremost, though, of all of the mail opening, we have some packages from Jim, which I really need to get his website and just put it on everything to promote. He is a bead shop, and he sends us the best stuff. Unprompted, like, he is one of the most generous people. Like, I can't believe, like, I'm like, what's going on, Jim? If you want to learn Spanish, oh yeah, learning Spanish got put on a major back burner, but all things in their time. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Nancy. Oh, I'm glad to be helpful to you. Yeah, Mikio says Jim mail. Yeah, it's down on the lowest setting.
Why?
Because I'm short and my feet don't reach the floor if I have it up too high. This is my Randy, you guys.
Your feet don't reach the ground. All right.
Okay.
They are labeled boxes 1 through 3.
Okay, we'll open box 1 first.
I think box 2 is on the bottom.
Okay.
Yes.
Woo!
Oh, crap, box 2 is heavy.
Which Jim keeps me in beads, man. Hey, Uli. Did I miss the giveaway? You did, Sarah. The winner was Eleanor Keenan, and she won this dragon eye. Next weekend, we are doing a leather kit. Or next week, live stream, actually. We're doing a leather kit. And then the week after that, if you want to, Randy, you can hold up that fairy house.
I ain't touching it.
Oh. Well, we're giving away the big seashell waterfall sculpture.
Because if it's going to break, it ain't going to be on me.
That's fair.
I ain't touching
No,
it.
it's super durable.
I believe it, but...
As far as... there we go. Okay, box number 1. And more tape. Are you serious, Jim? I opened the first layer, and there's more tape. Thank you, baby. Woo! Sorry. Okay, it says, read this out loud. Hey kids, I have refined my beading style, and since I live in a cabin, space is limited. Here are a few things I don't use anymore. Please put them to good use. Ignore the price stickers, they are old. You have to try new things, which is hard for us senior citizens. Keep up the good work and the sharing. Do not give up. Jim. P.S. This is for my competitor in the audience. The gauntlet is again thrown. Mwah!
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Ooh, there's a gift for Randy. It said to read this side to self.
Open boxes carefully. Okay.
Oh my god, he sent us box.
I know what that is.
We know what pogs are, Jim. Sorry. But also, look to the future. Aww. Aww. And flip over. Hey, I already read this.
Had to keep it occupied for hours.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm going to angle this down a bit. Can you do me a favor, Randy, and keep me up to date on the comments? Ooh.
I ain't got too terribly much more
I
time.
know. Well, do you want to open up box 2 or here?
Here, what? More tape.
Oh, organizers. Jim knows I always need more. Lots of organizers. Hot diggity. Holy crap, Jim. Hey, Jody. So that's awesome. It's a bunch of really nice organizers until I threw them. How's your friend Randy drove to the doctor?
He's got another appointment today, and that's why I'm actually not needing to run pretty quickly. In just a little bit. Yeah,
okay. Oh, it sounds like there's beads in this one. These are hard to open. Hi, Vaughn and Randy. Any advice on selling on Etsy? Because I haven't sold anything. Ooh. Lots of beads.
I couldn't tell you.
I've been hit or miss a lot on Etsy until I started a YouTube channel and posting daily. The best advice that I could give is to post to Instagram, to post to Facebook. If you can become part of like public Facebook groups that have to do with the medium that you're selling and that are okay with you posting links, just promote it. It's like it's difficult because as a creator, you're not only the manufacturing department, and but you also have to do all of the marketing. You have to do all of the footwork, like everything. So, just don't give up. The stuff doesn't go bad in the Etsy shop. Like, I know that the listings expire and stuff, but
like jam.
Unless you're selling like jam, that's true.
We
live in America. Post on Discord too, right? And it's just keep trying different things until you find something that works. And then also sometimes getting out there and doing a craft show or two if you can manage it, or putting your stuff up in a boutique if ooh, Jim, I'm gonna have to go through these privately. Where's your phone?
Okay.
If you aren't up to doing craft shows, you could put your stuff on consignment in a boutique or like in an antique store booth or something of that sort.
Crap.
So hey, Randy's just drifting around loose in the background. Are these for you?
Nope.
Ooh. More beef. Jim! Oh my gosh. Beautiful glass seed beads, you guys. Beautiful. I do have some seed bead tutorials coming up too. Hey, Althea! But it's just on your Etsy store. Don't give up. If it were easy, everybody would quit their day job and sell on Etsy. Holy smokes. And more beads.
Oh, man.
Jim, this is amazing. I don't know how big your cabin is.
What? What? Oh, whoa.
What? Facts. Ah! Bex. She says, I can't stay as I'm moving into my new house. You came to my aid when I was facing maybe being separated from my son. This is to pay you back. Love you. Bex, that wasn't a loan. That was for you. That was a gift, but thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Bex. And it's, I don't know how much she wants me to share, but Bex has been a good friend, a good online friend to us. It's like she's on the other side of the planet, so I can't like go have, coffee with her. But, and she had asked me to share a link to her Facebook page, or to my Facebook of a Kickstarter, or I don't know if it's Kickstarter or GoFundMe, to help her keep her house because the whole family was going to get broken up. Like, it was really just a mess. And I was like, Randy and I talked a lot about it because I typically don't share a lot of links because I can't share one person's link and then not share everybody's links. And I'm like, I didn't know what to do. And so I was like, she gave me that dapping set that's like an arm and a leg. Like, she was really good to me whenever she was in a spot to be good to other people. And so I was like, and so we donated like $150 to her cause. And she just paid that back. And it's like, Bex, holy shit.
It wasn't for you to get back.
It wasn't for you to give back, but thank you though. That frees up a little bit of the budget to be able to buy some chainmail.
Yeah.
For the craft crates. Oh, Brandy found his goods. You just sorted through to. Ooh, what's this?
I would never do that.
Why do clocks run clockwise and other imponderables? Well, I know what I'm reading when I go to the bathroom now. Why do superficial paper cuts tend to hurt more than grosser cuts? Because you're a pansy. Hey. No, that's not what it says. That's not what it says. But we are going to have to go through and read this together, Jim. Aaron says, I'm considering buying a kit from the Ring Lord. The Ring Lord's got pretty good stuff. I also highly recommend Chainmail Joe has a really good aluminum kit if you don't want to be too hard on your hands. Oh, wow. Hey, I think this was for you too, Randy.
Yeah.
A little fun on the... What is it? Can I open it?
Sure.
It's got stickers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a maze. Yeah, I'm not easily amused at all. And markers.
Dude, there's some of the little saw cut ones. Like I used to have.
Oh, yeah. Jim, thank you for the pogs. He does. I believe he does. It's just of the chainmail sizes. Have you tried We've Got Mail? I haven't used any of their stuff, but they use Parawire to make their rings. Is that Macho Man Randy Savage?
Macho Man.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, the Macho Man's a coming. Woo! Oh my gosh, Jim. Oh, Randy, look it. Organizer. Hey, Heidi.
Oh, whoa.
Creative pandas. Some slammers.
Some slammers.
We're going to have to play Pogs.
Do you have Pogs to play with?
No.
Okay.
I used to use Pogs for polymer clay. Hey Jim, we're opening your package. Thank you for the thank you for the Pogs and the beads and everything.
These are really cool. This has a hamster.
Ric Flair's pretty amazing too, I have to say. Can I hand you this box as well, honey?
Are you done going through it?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, I really want to be able to read everybody's comments and stuff. And box number 3. Hey, and Kira in Canada. Oh my God. Jim, do you keep saying cabin but actually mean mansion? Like, this is a lot of stuff. Like, aluminum wire, 12 gauge aluminum wire. Ooh, what are these? Stamps. Stamps.
Rita Repulsa.
I want to do a Rita Repulsa costume. Oh my gosh, the little rotary stamps. I'm going to go through and stamp everything. Oh, that says school days. I don't like school. How do you turn it? Yes.
Oh, Bobby from Bobby's World.
Really? Bobby's World stuff?
Bobby's
oh my
World,
God. 90s. Jim, these are amazing. Thank you. Nope, not easily amused at all, right? Oh, hey, Carol. She's like, can I get your attention? You can try, that's for sure.
For those of you who remember Beetleborgs.
Beetleborgs. That's not the song.
No, it's not. Do you have a link to your YouTube page?
To my YouTube page or to Randy's YouTube page?
It's to yours.
Stamps, welcome. Jim, that's a great idea.
What?
Jody says, good luck, Carol, right? You have put out some amazing tutorials. Thank you. I've learned a lot from your amazing talent. Oh, hey, Tony. Thank you. I'm glad you like what we're doing. Check out these things. I'm going to put these on a belt. There's a whole bag of them. Jim, oh my gosh. Thank you so much. And then there's another bag.
Pick your brains.
Oh.
Virtual reality.
Randy, look.
What's up? Whoa.
I was asking Jim if there's a link to his store. Yes, from his YouTube page. Those are from Egypt, really.
The Pogs?
No, not the Pogs.
This one's from Jurassic Park.
Just beautiful, wonderfully beautiful beads. My husband and I are having issues with our downstairs neighbors, and have been asked to move to another apartment. We asked if we could upgrade to a townhouse, but now we're going to be paying more. I accidentally purchased some tiny 8mm clear glass cabochons. Cannot for the life of me think of what to use them for. Any suggestions? Small cabochons like that are perfect for using with polymer clay because you can kind of use them as like do a lot of like sculpting and different things, almost the way that you would like make it look like a faux sterling silver piece, but with a tiny little cab in it. It would be pretty cool, I think. Or some little earrings or... I've been doing chainmail for about 6 years. There's still so much to learn. There's a lot to learn all the time. Like, I've been crafting every day for the past, what year is it? For the past 10 years. And, okay, Carol, you have my undivided attention. What's up?
Look at this.
Don't distract me. She's got my attention. Actually, that's awesome. Still focusing, Carol. This is really hard, just so you know. I'm trying so hard right now. I think she just... Are you trolling me, Carol? Like...
We got Lord Zed, the White Power Ranger.
I'm still like, the pressure's like up here. I'm like, oh, what is it? I hope everything's okay. This is the
Patient.
I did, Abigail. Thank you. Okay. I know. Maria's like, squirrel, 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 squirrel. I'm gonna have a heart attack. What's going on? Hey, Danielle. Squirrel. I'm gonna sip my coffee for just a sec. I'm still paying attention.
Gonna miss it. Gonna miss it.
I'm talking to you, Carol.
You're gonna miss it. Don't miss it.
Right? Hey, Carol. How's it going? Sorry. Yeah, I do love coffee, though. This isn't product placement at all. Oh, no. Carol, I hope he's okay.
What's happened?
Her son was in a car accident.
Uh-oh.
Randy's full on zoned out. Randy's playing with his pogs.
I am not zoned out.
What's that one? I'm paying attention.
It's wild things.
I'm really sorry to hear about that, Carol. Is he okay? Like, Angela, I'm keeping myself to 1 cup a day, because I'm just keeping all of my calories under control. I've actually cut the amount of creamer that I'm having in half. So, yeah, we're all sending good thoughts your way, Carol. Is Rebecca okay?
These are all very, very cool.
Hey, Kristen.
You have no way of telling what time it is, do you?
No, I don't. What time is it?
I don't know. How do you check that?
And it's super laggy, too. Jim, thank you so much for your package. Like, really. You have such... Oh, God. You have such a nice package, Jim. Like, top of the line package.
Really?
Yes. He's 3 packages.
Okay, I'm gone.
Hey, give me a kiss before you go.
Hey, that puts me at 775 subscribers.
I love you.
Love you too. Bye.
You need a vid on her channel of you trying to play a video game with Vaughn sitting next to you. Yeah, basically, Aaron. I appreciate like people out there who paid attention to this. Please put them in your prayer. Right on, Carol. Dawn says, I just want to throw this out there for anyone who deals with chronic pain that CBD ointment works. Right on. Becca couldn't stay. She said she couldn't enter super chat. Different. Those are 2 separate Beccas. I've got like 5 Beccas that I try to keep in contact with. So Danielle says, need to get out of my slump. Why is motivation hard? I have a new pond to put in and I haven't dug the hole yet. Danielle, with my pond, well, how big of a pond is it? Because I got like a pond mold that you're supposed to like settle into the ground, and I just set it on the ground and mounded dirt up around it because I'm lazy. Right on, Jim. Hey, you gotta work with what you got. Okay, the CBD balm. Asking all your time to play for some Mike because we kind of broke his back. I have him home. Okay. At least he's still here with us, Carol. We're cheering for you guys. My next project is a clay koi pond for my mom's fairy garden. Is it bad that I'm terrified to start? Kristen, it can totally feel very intimidating and daunting to start a project, but especially when you know it's going to be something big. But you gotta just baby step it. 1 little baby step at a time and you'll get there. I've been taking, okay. Angela says, you're so brave to share your more personal stuff. It's very motivational. Right on. Well, I don't know, a lot of folks have, actually, that's part of what brightened my day so much this morning, is I went on and, I replied to a bunch of the comments on my vlog post this morning over on the Vonster vlog, and y'all are so encouraging, and like it's hard to not feel like $1,000,000 and like I can do anything after talking with you guys. Like you guys really lift me up. And but I don't feel brave. I actually feel kind of not like a coward, but like I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what would happen if I don't take these steps. And I feel like everybody goes through these things. So, hey Abigail. Right on. Emma says, you reply to me. I try to. I really do, you guys. It's the best advice. I call it chipping off one piece at a time. Need to follow. Yep. And it really is. Break it down into like some small bite-sized pieces. So if you're making a koi pond, start by making the koi. Get all your fish made. Get all your lily pads made. Get like a batch of like decorative rocks made. Like just start assembling the different pieces, and then from there you'll be able to. What's this? Just sticking out the side of my head. Ember Kitty needs a guest spot on your vlog. She actually, like you'll notice in the vlog, whenever she noticed I was getting video of her, she stopped playing. She's so like anti being on camera. Candace says, I'm so behind on my video watching. I haven't gotten to the vlog yet. That's fine. I'm there for you whenever you are. Ooh, Emma, the resin's the fun part. Like you just pour it and it's done. Okay, we have 2 more packages that are not gym related. Oh no, Randy took his knife. No, he didn't. He's not here. I get to play with his knife. How do I open this? Okay. I don't think that's what I was supposed to do, but that's what I did. Don't be scared of spoiling it. Just be sure that, have you used this resin before? Because I would really recommend doing a small test batch of the resin just to see if it has a tendency towards stickiness or anything like that. And so like get to where you feel familiar with the resin, and then just make sure that your ratios are spot on and that you're in a nice warm room, and then mix it up and pour it in there. Woo. Woo. Everybody needs a rock. It's a rock. Everybody needs a rock. This is Jessie's book. Aww. I'm gonna have to read this off camera because it's gonna make me cry. Like, I love children's books. I don't even know if that's a children's book. I think it's a Vaughn book. Any tips on weatherproofing finished clay projects? Kristen, I've had my clay fairy houses out in the yard for about 3 years, and I just used PIM on them, and they're doing just fine. Powder flake. Okay. What is this? Is there a... Hi, Yvonne. Your love of rocks made me think of this book. Enjoy, from April Southmaid. Okay. What? What? April? Oh. It says, hi, Yvonne. Hoping to see toy videos on your new vlog. From April Southmaid. Oh my gosh, you guys. It's a little crumpled up. I will be right back. I gotta let the cat in. Oh, Malita, look at that. Oh. Oh, that's so pretty. Get in here, kitty. Okay, so anybody who's wondering, this is a veil toy. And I will demonstrate. They're still quite... They leave a nice little trail. I love the weight, though, and the finger tabs. But I think I'm going to have to hang it and, like, spritz this and lay it out flat to get it to not just be a streamer. Oh, man. Thank you so much, April. These are so cool. Oh. Erin says +1 for confidence boosts. I get such crafting anxiety that it's hard to even start, right? Abigail says, my wrist is slowly healing. I'm having really low blood pressure and low blood sugar issues, so haven't done physio for over a week. After 3 weeks of agony, they sorted the pain today, finally. Oh, I'm glad you're getting to feeling better. Rebecca says, I feel like you were a rave kid growing up. Not until like my mid-20s was I a rave kid, if that makes sense. But I do love going and like spinning, like I love flow arts and I love concerts because you can feel the music like in your rib cage. Like I'll actually go and put earbuds in because I just want to feel the music like reverberating through my body. So I really love just going to raves and like finding a back corner. Well, and by raves, I mean like the raves that they have at conventions where it's like very supervised and, you know, Sarah asked, do you like fantasy novels? If so, how's your favorite writer? I'm particular to R.A. Salvatore. I haven't read anything by Salvatore. I love Jim Butcher, the Dresden Files, and like Piers Anthony. I do. It's Randy and I are pretty limited to books on tape these days because I don't get to like sit down and read quite as much as I would want. When I was in high school, though, I was reading like nonstop all the time. How are you not knocking everything over? Tutorials coming soon on the Bunster blog. Hey, Talisman. Yes, the Xanth series. I'm only into like book 2 on that one, but the Incarnations of Immortality are like the bestest. Ooh, new short story collection just out from Jupiter, by the way. I'll have to check that out, Laura. I can't have music bouncing off my body. I get sick off of it. I have to take Dramamine. Right on. And see, that's whenever I first started into flow arts. Like, I am not a naturally graceful person. I am not, like, I get super nauseous and seasick, like, all the time. So doing something where you're constantly spinning is like, whoa. But I like it, so I kept doing it. Not being dizzy, but doing the thing. So a few minutes late, but the heck are going to make it in this episode. And then how to the rest of the video about the heck. Oh, what game? I'm sorry. Did I miss the mail opening? We're still opening mail, Stephanie. I'm actually on the last package. This is from a B. Clifton. I'm going to open it. And Randy had checked the post office this morning, so... Right. That makes sense, Lisa. Woo! Oh, goodness. Okay. Okay. Dearest Yvonne. Okay. Let me see the name. Bettina. Okay. Ah! Okay. I'm going to read this off camera as you're asking, but she sent me to help me on my weight loss journey, something she thought I might benefit from. with a few for optimal results, use up to twice a day before a meal. Simply tear the slim drink packet and pour into your own. Right on. Woo! Temporary soothing cream. What are these? Right on. Thank you. And it has a card. Independent ambassador. I will hold on to this. It says, do you or a loved one struggle with any of the following? Keeping blood sugar at healthy levels, low energy and fatigue, slow metabolism and other weight issues, sugar cravings, discomfort and inflammation. Plexus products may help. Right on. Well, thank you. I am really looking forward to reading your letter. Okay. Set this stuff off to the side. And also, I wanted you guys to know that poi is something, it's not really about weight loss. Right on. Hey, Bettina. What is this? Have some of those problems. Right on. Regarding craft crates, do you ever mix wire and chainmail in a crate? I like both and currently get wire. Lee, that's what my combo kit is. It's you'll get some wire and some chainmail, as well as an assortment of different beads and charms that would work well with either or. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know that poi can actually be done sitting also. It can be a little bit harder. You have to be spatially aware of the chair. Ah, April, this is like the best thing ever, but you can totally spin your poi while you're sitting. I have a friend who, up in Iowa actually, that she's in a wheelchair and she spins poi. And I was like, after seeing her, I was like, I have no excuse. She can do it. She's got this. She not only did it, but she like nailed it. She was wicked good. So, this motivation of the day, excuses are obstacles to overcome. Anytime you hear yourself saying, oh, yeah, but nothing, that's an obstacle that you can overcome. Erin says, I'm a noob. What is poi? And I've been spelling that right. You are spelling it right. It's worth a Google. It's an exercise. It's actually a flow art, but I use it as an exercise to strengthen my wrists and keep my my upper body nice and flexible. Spinning poi and hoop dancing. Yep. I'm going to need an ice dragon eye. Are you doing special orders? I'm not in a hurry. My friends love the fire dragon protection amulet I made. Right on, Candace. Currently not taking custom orders. I thought I would be open this month for that, but everything that could have possibly gone wrong with this month's craft crates has gone wrong. The resin didn't cure properly for the cabs. So I had nothing but sticky, bendy cabs to mail out, so I've had to restart from scratch on that. The blades that I had ordered for replacement for my ringinator so I could cut all the coils that Randy and I made are the 0.006 instead of the 0.01, so they're too thin, and I can get about through a coil, maybe a coil and a half before the blade breaks, which normally I can get through about 200 coils before a blade breaks, and they cost like $10 each. So I was like, so I had to reorder those, which wiped out any budget that we had left over for just ordering rings from like Chainmail Joe the way we used to before I had time to coil and cut it. It's just, oh. I think you have your camera set on mirror image. All of your type and text has been backwards for the last couple live streams. Quite possibly, Mary. I'm recording on my phone on selfie mode so that I can read the comments. Hey, baby. Who's a pretty kitty? Yes, you are. Yes, I see you. Can I get up on the table? Where you don't belong? I think that sounds lovely. Oh, pretty kitty. There you are. Happens with phone live streams for everyone I know. Right on, Maria. Get your tail out of my mouth. So that's where he went when he left my mouth. Murphy paid you guys a visit, huh? Yeah. And so, everything's a little bit slow on the craft crates this month. Are you sure the cards are backwards? They look right to me. Maybe my dyslexia is kicking in. Nobody likes Murphy. He's a freeloader. I've been struggling with weight loss my whole life. I catch myself watching you all day, not doing anything. Maybe I can mount my phone onto my, whoop, it's popping, onto my stationed bike and pedal away while watching you. Do it, Sweet Pea. That would be awesome. That's actually the best way to do it. Like, get on there, get moving, get distracted, especially if it's like a stationary thing. That's whenever I was going to the gym for, well, this was like 3 years ago. Randy and I had gym memberships at the local YMCA, and it was like mind-numbingly boring to be on a treadmill, but I would put on tutorials, I would put on like garden vlogs that I like watching. I found that mixing large amounts of resin at one time causes problems. Make more smaller batches. I use liquid diamonds and rarely have a problem. Right on, I'll have to check them out. I watch a lot of crochet and they all do live casts. They just use the phone. It's backwards. Yeah. Okay. Which, I'm not sure, like, what are you looking at that's backwards? Like, this is just how my life looks. I've just watched your cosplay uploads, all 40 plus loved them. Fantastic costumes. Thank you. I have a couple of ideas in the works for another costume, but things are just so busy right now. I think the winter is whenever I get to make costumes. Yes, everything you've shown today is backwards. Okay. Well, it was weird. Pull out fanfiction stories when I'm at work. Ooh, right on. It's been a minute since we've seen a mug. That's true, Aaron. My coffee's getting cold. Man, it's lonely without Randy. I miss him. And are you still making leaf purses? I am. This is actually probably something that I need to make. Because I should have been. That's not me farting. That's my footstool, so that my feet reach the floor. I should be prepping for Tokyo and Tulsa right now, but we're trying to get. That's everything behind me is the Patreon orders and stuff. Hey Lou says, I love your videos and your way of making jewelry. Congratulations, I love you. Greetings from Hermosillo, Sonora. I learned a lot from you. Right on. I'm so glad. Max asks, hi Yvonne, am I allowed to sell things I make using your patterns from your Etsy? Yes. Go for it. I feel like you bought the pattern from me, or if you're one of my patrons, you paid to get that template, then you bought the tools, you bought the materials, you did the work, it's yours, sell it. The only thing that I ask is that if somebody asks you, hey, how do you do this? Just pass along the information and it kind of enable them just, you know, so that's what I'm hoping for. But yeah, it's definitely, like, go for it. Please, please, please sell the things that you make. 3-second lag between phone and tablet, both using the same Wi-Fi. Go figure. Hey, Pamela. Thank you. I'm glad you like my tutorials. How did the mixing of polymer clay work out? Other than it bubbling, after putting the this stuff on it, the Tiny Pandora brush on UV finish, it bubbled when I did that, but other than that, it worked out fine. Like, it baked nice and hard, so... Kim asks, hey, did you make the purse hanging in the window? Do you have a tutorial for it? I did not. That was actually given to me at a convention. Like, a lady just walked up and she was like, here, have this. I was like, she's like, I watch your videos. And I'm like, oh my god, thank you. So it's a beautiful purse, like, from the 70s, I think she said. Hey, Amused. Randy is out. He's actually taking our friend to his follow-up visit at the doctor's. He had surgery, so he's getting a follow-up. I'll make a corset and have it displayed on a mannequin. Will hopefully make people notice my stall for sure. Big eye catch and stuff like that definitely helps. Always plot out my projects, but never get past this stage. I collect bits I need, but never put it together. Any help? Sarah, that's something that a lot of us fall into. I know that I am pretty guilty of it. Start with something small. I would recommend, like, just doing something that kind of gets that ball rolling of completing projects. It helps you kind of battle past the creator, like, it's the new relationship energy of creating, if that makes sense. So you have to kind of like plow through that before you can really start getting stuff made and popping it out. So like something that for me, whenever I'm feeling kind of funky like that, is I'll make a bunch of very simplistic earrings, or I'll make some finger rings, or I'll sit down and be like, I'm going to do this one project. Like I'm going to sculpt this one thing out of polymer clay and finish it, start to finish one thing. And then I've got all these tools out and my hands are already all goopy, so I just keep doing it and then I go into a creative binge. But that's how I cope with it. Thanks, Mikio. Oak says, since Randy isn't home, is it time for us to get extra ridiculous because he's not there to tell us no? Maybe. Just watched the video where you and Randy talked about the worst craft fair ever, and I couldn't believe your description. Memories, right? It was just, I don't know. It's been hard because it's whenever, especially as a vendor, whenever you're selling, even if it's the worst show on the planet, whenever somebody walks up into our booth, we get our game face on and we go, because it's not their fault as someone who actually showed up, that it wasn't a good show. So we try to not take out any of our frustrations or grumpiness or anything. Like, we don't want any of that to show through, because then that's just going to make it a crappier time for them. Like, nobody's like, man, I had such a good time at this craft fair that I went to. Every single vendor was an asshole. It's like, no, that's horrible. Oh, yeah. Cindy, that's fantastic. Thank you. No, the only thing that I don't like is if somebody like downloads my video and then re-uploads it on their channel. I'm like, that's cheating. You didn't do any of the work. But you like one of my friends, Manny, actually does her own variations of a lot of my designs. Like she's been following me for ages and has grown so much as a wire wrapper and as a YouTuber and everything. And a lot of her designs are, look kind of similar to mine. And I'm like, she made it. Like, there's variations. I can see the difference. Like, and she has her own teaching style and stuff. And so I think that's great. It nurtures that kind of whole community. But if you take somebody else's design, like out of a magazine or out of like a purchase tutorial, like I don't know, some of y'all who've been wire wrapping for a long time might remember jewelrylessons.com. They used to sell like tutorials and stuff. It was before Etsy got real big, I think. But I know that's where I purchased some of my first tutorials, and I've been very careful to try to not replicate anything that was from a purchased tutorial in my tutorials, and to certainly not take credit for it. So there's that. Those are the only things that like I mind. Anything other than that, I'm like, you do you. Like, it is not harming me at all for you to also go out and create things and be successful and do your best at what you're doing. So go do your best at what you're doing. Shout out to the birthday boy. No, that's perfect, Cindy. Bye, Oak. Hey, Hurley. I wish I could give you gifts and extra cash, but instead I send you my eternal friendship. That's more, Marquita, than I could have ever hoped for. Thank you so much. Like, it's like Jim and the folks who are very generous to me. It's like I could have never imagined that folks would do that, but I hope that you invest in yourself, and like just being here hanging out with me is such a gift. So thank you. Like, sharing with one another is great. We can all occasionally learn in nature. Right? I'm right there with you, Cindy. Hey, Dee. So, super cool idea. Lou asks, where did you learn to do these beautiful things? I learned chainmail initially from mailartisans.org. They are still my go-to Oh, Jim, don't mess with me, buddy. I just like pooped a little. That's not funny. Did I just break this? Yes. Ah. Okay, there it goes. What was I saying? Sorry. They do say that by law you can use another person's patterns as long as it's changed by at least 10%. That is true, Helen, but it's still a dick move. Like, I don't know, like, at least to teach a tutorial and to claim it as your own. Like, I've done some tutorials that, a lot of the wire techniques and stuff, a lot of the tutorials that are in the Lisa Barth timeless wire weaving, I try to not show the technique, and I try to mention this is Snake Weave by Lisa Barth. Get her book. You know, and so I don't be like, this is the thing that I invented. Or at least I try my best to not do that. Oh, I learned chainmail. Okay. From mailartisans.org. Sorry. Mailartisans.org. I learned a lot. There were a lot of free tutorials on DeviantArt, which I've been on DeviantArt ever since like middle school. Like my angsty poetry phase. Hurley asks, is the enameled wire from Parawire all dead soft? It all basically it airs more to the side of being softer as opposed to harder. Emma says, only 12 days until my first craft fair. I'm really nervous. I won't sell anything. It's not expensive for my table though, so it's worth a shot. Emma, don't. You'll do great. Mail Artisans is amazing. Were you thinking about re-including mugs in the craft crates, as in how much extra and how to go about it, as hasn't ordered yet, as mug shipping and handling prohibited? We're going to put the mugs into the craft crates as much as we can manage, but for the most part, we're just shipping them separately just to keep things simple. And Twisted, the best way that I've found for that is to incorporate just one ring size in a different color. Like I went through our first time that we purchased a batch of anodized aluminum from the Ring Lord. We just got every color that I was interested in 16 gauge 1/4 inch, because that's a weave that I use a lot, and that's a size that I use a lot in half crochet 3-in-1, in Byzantine, in spiral, in like a lot of different things. And I can also use it in costuming. And then like I would mix it in with the bright aluminum to add just like a touch of color. And then as that started selling, we kept investing more and kind of easing it in that way. At least that's how Randy and I went about it. Oh, that's awesome of you, Helen. I have so many ideas and projects in mind. How do you narrow it down to what to work on now? Paid work takes precedence. So often I'm like, well, somebody bought this from me, so I have to make it. Or I've got bills, so I need to make this thing that I know will sell. But also a lot of it is I'll write down, like I have an ongoing list actually of, you can see, it's gonna be backwards, but you can see every time I'm like, okay, I need to do another tutorial. Like I had an idea for my phone, the case broke, so I no longer have an otter case on it, and it's one of these things that you just, how do you get it? It pops out like, and you hold it like that on your phone. I'm going to do a tutorial showing how to set a dragon eye onto the back of your thingy so that it still functions, but that you can use, that's how it works. Okay. Otter will replace the case. I don't even know if I want another otter case, Laura. Like, it's like the third one that I've broken. The Vonnie to-do list, pop socket. Yes! I keep calling it my knob, and Randy laughs. It's like my phone knob. But so that's one of them that's on there. I'm going to be doing, I purchased these glow pigments. And I'm going to be doing a tutorial review It's for whichever. I don't think it has. And I've broken all the impossible to break cases, right? So, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on incorporating the glow resins and kind of seeing how we like it. Oh, Jim. It's a good knob. Does crafting feel different for you too since you do it for a living? Pressure, for example. I experience this sometimes. Yes. It's this is my job. And I'm cold. Sorry, I'm like sitting in the direct view of the like direct fan blowing on me. Oh, right on, Zen. Uh, this is my job, like crafting, and for the longest time it was just crafting, but now making videos and doing all of the content creation and stuff. Yeah, much quieter. But I have a lot of stuff that I really need to get paid off. Like we've this mushroom cloud of student loan debt. We got Randy's paid off. We got our credit card paid off. It was PayPal credit, but it's basically a credit card. And now we're working really hard to whittle down my student loan debt. So every extra penny goes to that. So I'm like, everything that I make, everything that I can put on my Etsy, everything. I'm like super focused on educating the out of you guys, so that you can go out and do what you need to do to get your stuff done. Like I want to give you the tools that I wish I had had 10 years ago, because that's just I feel a need to do that. No, it's my face is actually like numb from being cold from the air conditioner blowing on me. But also, I'm super motivated. Um, oh gosh, Adon, I only have like half of that, but the struggle is real though. I do have a tax ID number. That's you get that set up whenever you go and like get your business license and stuff. They'll give you a tax ID number. Cheryl, I went to University of Phoenix. So I got a scam degree in business management and entrepreneurship and discovered I could have just learned all this stuff by reading books. Instead, I read books and paid a ton of money. Or rather got a ton of loans because they were like, yeah, just get a loan. You'll be fine. Oh, well, you actually have something to show for it, Dawn. Um, but I'm super like the ceiling in our kitchen collapsed and has like shower curtains stapled to the studs, and we can't get that fixed till we get the siding of the house fixed. Anybody who's seen any of my garden videos, you've seen the outside of my house. And like somebody was like, man, stop buying seeds and get a gallon of paint. And I'm like, first off, paint isn't gonna fix the holes in the sides of my house. And it's just so we can't get that fixed till we get the outside of the house fixed. And we also need to get the house rewired because it's a death trap. Yeah, the kitchen. Also the floor underneath the kitchen, like underneath the kitchen sink, is just sinking through. Like you can see the outside through our kitchen floor. And we're in a very awkward space where we can't invest in the house because it's not ours yet, and it can't be ours till I'm out of my student loan. And it's like, especially now doing a vlog, sinking sink. Claudia, yes, I have a sinking sink. And like the bathroom needs like this entire house, it's a fixer upper. It's such a fixer upper, and we don't have the funds or the time or the know-how. Yeah, well, this house was built like 120 years ago. So it is like if I drop marbles in any room of the house, they all go towards the center. Abigail. um, I don't know if you're being punny or if you actually feel bad. Are you okay? Like, um, right, right, and that's what we're hoping for one day, Cindy. And it's just, it was like that 5 years ago when we moved in, honestly. And it's like, but now having the vlog and doing videos in my kitchen, I'm so self conscious of how wrecked it is. And so every time I'm standing there doing dishes and I'm feeling that board that if I put too much weight on it, it's going to collapse through. And every time I'm like, I need to put more duct tape on the shower, or the groundhog that's living under the house is going to get in. Not even kidding about that one. Um, so it's like, whenever people are like, man, isn't it hard doing daily videos? I'm like, not as hard as staying like this. You know, it's like I have got to get to where we don't have to put straw bales around the house to keep the foundation from freezing. We have to, I've got to get out of this mess. And Randy's doing as much as he can as well, but it's a team effort, and I'm like super hard motivated. Ever think of writing to an HGTV show or This Old House or Home Depot for help? No, I hadn't thought of that. Like, I kind of feel like it's my mess. I should get myself out of it, if that makes sense. It takes a lot of time, and don't let others take away your sunshine. You'll get there with the house. And that's, we know, but I got Randy some woodworking tools for his birthday, so we'll be able to, like, at least have the tools now to make the fixes. And so we're baby steps. So, but whenever people ask me, they're like, man, what's your motivator? It's like to be able to retire one day, to be able to have a kitchen that, I can, like, there's not like black mold all over the wall behind the sink, and, a bunch of stuff. So there's a possum in my bedroom in real life. You almost need a disaster to get help fixing. Yeah, that's true. Prop up underfloor where the old railroad sleepers make those noisy trains pay. Oh, Mikio, that's a fair point. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Sweet pea, that's rough. Mm-hmm. Gravity, what was that? Oh no, my arm taking me. I'm gonna have to take that with me next time I'm in the car. But sorry, yeah. Yeah, no, sweet pea, I hear you. Aaron says, hello, I'm new. P.S. I don't want to be rude, but how old are you? I'm 29. I'll be 30. What month is it? In August. That's true, Sarah. But I don't know. I feel a little guilty asking for help because it's like I have so much. Like, I'm so blessed in so many ways. I'm just kind of stuck in this house right now. And I don't want to say stuck because it's our home, but I want to be able to fix it and stuff. But I'm like, I'm on a hard course, 2.5 years. Randy and I will hopefully have my student loan paid off. And that's made possible by you guys sitting here hanging out with me in my live streams, because I'm going to milk that YouTube money if they will stop demonetizing me. House makeover party, right? Right, Candace, I hear you. Yeah, I got him, Emma. Fire, accidents, possums. I'm so sorry, gang. It's Murphy. Oh, well, thank you. Another vlog, Von House Makeover. I think I actually lived in that same trailer, Lisa. Right. Abigail's saying health is a blessing nobody appreciates until they don't have it. And that's why before the kitchen and anything, it's like, because Randy and I both tend to have a tendency to be like, oh, we'll do that, when we have money, whenever we have time, and I'm like, we're never going to have money and we're never going to have time. Not until we get out of debt, not until we get healthy, not until, we take care of these things. So Sarah says, am I the only one that freaks out about getting older? I'm only in my 20s. I don't know. I look at it, I think I haven't met anybody else in my friends group who looks at it the way I do, but it's like, I feel like it's a blessing every single day. Like, I hope I get to be old enough that my hair goes gray, that my beard comes in the rest of the way. It's like, I know that getting old is going to aches and pains, and it can end really poorly. I've seen it end really poorly with dementia and Alzheimer's and dialysis and like all the things that make it really rough. But it's just to be alive for another day is amazing. And I am making investments now in the laugh lines that I will wear proudly when I'm older. Because they'll be like, see this? This was hanging out with Randy and Lara. See this one? That was that one live stream when I kept going like, nah, 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 nah. Is that? Yeah, there it goes. That's a sweet spot. Blah, blah, blah. So that I don't mind getting older a bit. So Cindy says, so do I. I've seen the bad, so getting older is no longer a fear for me. It's a hope and a desire. Right on. Aging when you still look young is easy peasy. It also helps to be Japanese. Ah, Mikio. Don't remodel until you truly own it. That's what we're doing, Cheryl, is we're pinching our pennies and waiting. I've raised my kids and paid my bills. It's all fun and games now, right? And it's part of that is the problem of, and not to, okay, I'm going to get on my soapbox for a minute, but part of the problem is, you know, especially as a female, and I say this, but I don't know how guys feel. I'm not a guy, but I feel it a lot, and I see it a lot in a lot of my female friends, that it's like our value as a human being is somehow tied to our youth and our beauty and our fertility. And I'm like, what? Because these things are so fleeting and frail, and that's not a person's value, is not weighed by if their hair is gray, if they have laugh lines, if they can throw their tits over their shoulder. It's like it doesn't have anything to do with that. Like, we are valuable in our friendship, in our knowledge, in our wisdom, in our, and it's like, and I don't know, because Randy's feeling it a little bit too, with being like, he's like, one day I'm just gonna be like, we see the way that people treat, I hate the term senior citizen. I wish there were a term that had the kind of respect that I wish that I could convey, like elders. But I don't know, I've seen the way people over 50 get treated, not just in the media, but in, just as artists and stuff. It's like, yeah, old farts, Jim. He says old fart. I've seen the way that people are treating our cherished old farts. And it's like mature adults, right? And people don't respect them. It's like when, the 80-year-olds that we see at Walmart, like on the benches and stuff resting, it's, people walk by them like they're invisible. And I'm like, these people, their knowledge, their experience, everything, is such a valuable resource to our society that we're like, whatever. And it's like, excuse me? Like, what? So, I don't know. I have a problem with that in particular. And I don't really know what to do about that. Like, except for be nice to old farts, Jim. But I don't know. Like, I forgot what got me talking about that. So it's like, I don't fear aging. I fear more the losing respect of my peers, the inability to, with that whole, whenever they take your license away, whenever they, it's like they no longer will let you live on your own. Like, up at the end, whenever like they're taking his house and stuff, it's like, that's very real. I know that that's just in a Pixar movie, but people actually go through that. And I'm like, Judy says, you're gonna love me then. Right? Up is like kills me on the inside. Scarlett says, my dad is 69, my mom is 59, and the way they are treated is horrible. They're good people, but they get treated like they are nothing, and it's just, it is disgusting, Scarlett. And I don't know what to do about it, except for to lead by example and just keep trying to do the right thing to the old people in my life. And hopefully by the time I get to be an old person, because hopefully I'll get to live that long, people won't keep being shitty. So, yay, there's the hoping. 62 age, 25 mind. Mind over matter. And if you don't mind, it don't matter. Right on. Lisa says, I've worked over 3 decades in long-term care, so I've seen that a lot. Right? Cheryl says, careful. Most of those 80-year-olds were the ones dropping acid at Woodstock. Some are just dirty old pervs, which are my people. Cheryl. Like, for real. Yeah. Right on. Oh, Sparky's, that's amazing. Right. Hey, Tiffany. Oh, quite a bit, actually. Leveling up to 54. Right on. Kim says you become invisible as you age. Yeah, and it's what's a person to do? Because a part of it, too, is, I don't know. I'm just a seedling out here in all this. So it's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the core of the problem is, but it's like, I'll be damned if I ever let that happen to somebody around me. Saw a video about removing mold. They used hydrogen peroxide in a spray bottle. Spray the mold and wait 15 minutes to wipe off the spray. I'll try that, Sparky. I've done a lot of stuff, but it's just like it's set into the grout. Good luck on that one, Vaughn. Right, Diana? They are. Older generations are a great source of historical knowledge. But it's a lot of the folks that I've met and, our older friends and stuff, it's like they're just not bullshitters. Like, they're not going to sugarcoat it and put on a song and dance. So I guess maybe it's not as marketable, but not as flashy. I'm level 62 in life. Oh, Nina, she says, you beautiful girl. You're young enough to be my daughter and wise enough to be my grandmother. Is that my honey? Or is that... Oh, there's the neighbors. I'm just as bad as the dogs. Oh no, I'm sorry for your loss, Danielle. Yep. But it's like, not to be this way, but the term young and dumb, it's like, Yeah, Maria says, I had to tell a checkout girl who was rude to the older woman before me, she should hope she doesn't get old. Right? Oh, Marianne says, oh, I'm loving the Monster vlog. Right on. Wolfsbane says, old perv. And you don't know what adventures we had when we were younger. Ah, to have lived. Dinah says, never say you're sorry about being like the dogs. Yeah. Except for I bark every time the neighbors shut their door. Oof. Right? I've heard that quote before. Youth is wasted on the young. Ooh, treat mold with borax and hot water dissolved. Okay. Because that's this house. I'm going to have to start just wearing my respirator around just everywhere. Like, about looking younger, the dumb and the young mentality drives me nuts. Yeah. Ah! People are becoming less and less compassionate and able to think for themselves. That's true. Wouldn't bleach kill the mold? Maybe. And there, honey. Got the pin and taught your generation. Lisa. I love you guys so much. I look at it like this. Do everything you can. I have 5 degrees, a black belt, and I do everything I can every day. Dawn, that's an inspiration for reals. Savon is the youngest chick here. Oh no! Sarah says, severely allergic to mold. Remind me not to visit. No, it's just this whole house. Like, I don't even really have allergies except for when I'm in my house. So but we're working on it. We clean every day. We're doing the fly lady stuff and everything. Brandy says I'm 29. We're the babies in here, Brandy. But no, I wanted to thank you guys though for hanging out with me. I know we didn't do any crafting in today's live stream. Thursday, I actually don't think I will be live streaming. We are going to be taking a day off and going down to Arkansas and hanging out with Lauren, and we're gonna go like swimming and do yoga and like just be unplugged for a day. Woo! Abigail. Okay, yeah, we're not the youngest. Yeah, Sweet Pea says, what's a day off? I'm not entirely certain. But it takes forcing me out of my own house to get me to take one. So, Aaron. Mm-hmm. No, it's we know for a fact that we have mold in our house. It's just we don't know what to do about it, short of burn the house down and start over, and that's not really an option. So, but yeah, please check out my we are bringing sunscreen. I actually got some spray SPF broad spectrum 100. So that should be cool. I know, Lauren's doing so good. But be sure to check me out over on the Vonster vlog because I will be having a video posting there every Tuesday and Thursday. And I was thinking about doing like a Saturday video as well, just to kind of see. I don't know. We'll have to see. But at least every Tuesday and Thursday. So if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life. I don't know, it still works sometimes. If you do it 14 hours a day every day, it's work. Lara says, have a great day off on. Don't let yourself worry about the stuff you could be doing. Thanks, Lara. Are you going to live stream on Vonster? You know, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to be the person that brings my phone and camera and stuff to every social outing and then like sticks my phone in my friends' faces and is like, be on my vlog. Like, I don't know. I'm the one who decided to do this. They didn't sign up for that. So I don't know. Spraying oregano where the mold is will not allow the mold to come back. Right on. Hmm. 5-gallon bucket of sunscreen. Lauren does have a channel. Okay. Okay, scrolling through. Take a day off. Don't vlog. Have you time. Right on. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see y'all in tomorrow's video, and then I'll see you guys around on the Vonster vlog. I'm gonna go stare out the window with the dogs and wait for Randy to come back. So, but I love all of you. Give yourselves a really big hug from me, and just happy crafting, you guys. Bye.